In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Today's gospel is Matthew. Kind of fairly famous. A lot of people refer to it from time to time, and I'm just kind of lightly touch over little pieces of it here. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then he will sit on the throne of his glory. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate them one from another, as a shepherd would separate sheep from the goats. And he will set the sheep at his right hand, and the goats on his left. And then the king will say to those at his right hand, "Come, you blessed of my Father, and inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. And I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Now it goes on from there with some back and forth between Christ and the people on his left. That's right. He does go through both of those things. But I think the things I want to pull out are all the things he said. This is hungry, thirsty, stranger, naked, sick, and in prison. Those are the things that Jesus specifically mentioned. Now I want to tell you a story with apologies to Rod Serling. So submitted for your approval. A certain man named Bob. Now Bob was, by all common accounts, a good man. He did his job. Did feed his wife. Did yell at his kids or his neighbors. Every now and then Bob would visit the track, place a small bet, never too much, just a little. Other than that, Bob pretty much kept to himself. He wasn't loud, wasn't obnoxious. He went to church at least twice a year, every Christmas and every Easter. And at every visit to the church, Bob faithfully placed a few bucks in the collection basket. In a word, Bob was pretty much a private person, and he felt he had enough problems of his own, and he didn't really want to involve himself in other people's problems. Unfortunately for Bob, later one day, he suffered an evening of chest pains and collapsed on the floor. Bob's wife raced him to the hospital, but it was too late. Bob awoke and found himself in a small, nondescript room, painted white, with 4 doors and no windows. Bob was no longer in pain, but he found the plainness of the room disconcerting and somewhat strange. Bob was further taken aback when a rather large, shiny man appeared in the room with him. A large, shiny man communicated to Bob about his situation, and he said, without moving his lips, "Robert, you're dead. And you have before you 4 choices pointing to the 4 doors. 3 of these doors grant entry into heaven, and 1 door leads to hell. You must choose the door and walk through it. Choose wisely." Bob thought to himself, "That's 3 or 4 odds. That's not bad. That's a sure win at the track." Bob approached the door closest to him. He thumped on it. He found it was very solid. There you go. I'll hit it too so it doesn't grab my stuff again. Okay. And he tried to peer under the door. You know, there's usually a crack at the bottom. You can see some light through there. You can see what's on the other side. Stand up. And he couldn't see on the edge. It's too tight. Very tightly fitted. He couldn't see anything, so he finally put his ear on the door. And he listened. Listening intently, Bob could just hear some very low moans and some gurgling sounds. Bob thought, that sounds like people. people sounds. That kind of made Bob a little aware of that door. So he moved on to the next door. And this door was just like the first door, solid. Bob couldn't see around it. So again, he put his ear to the door and listened. And this time, Bob heard a very low volume, sort of like the sound of chattering teeth and shivering. Bob again reacted. People sounds. So he went on to the next door. And he moved to the third door. It too was very solid. Bob could see nothing, and immediately put his ear to listen. And from this door came low groans and weeping. And Bob knew that meant people and people's problems. So he quickly moved on to the last door. Now, the fourth door was just like all the other doors. Except for when Bob listened, he didn't hear any people sounds. There was no moans, no gurgling, no teeth chattering, no shivering, no groans and weeping. All he heard was a slight bubbling sound. Maybe a hint of a swishy sound, sort of like what you get when skis go in the snow. In fact, Bob found this a nice sound. He said, there's no people sounds. That's comforting. And it was something like the white noise you would get from recordings as they fall asleep to. So Bob stepped back and he looked at all the doors, considered them, and he looked at the shiny large man, and he pointed to the fourth door as his choice. The shiny man nodded. Bob walked over to the door, grabbed the knob, opened the door, and stepped through. Well, Bob barely released the door knob when he realized his choice. The bubbling sound was the sound of popping lava. And the swishing sound was the sound lava makes as it slides down the mountain. Bob chose it out. What about the other rooms? Well, the first room had low moans and gurgling sounds. And these are sounds that come from the empty stomachs of hungry and thirsty people. The second room had chattering teeth and shivering. It's the sound of people who are cold and in pain. The third room is the sound of low groans and weeping, people who are sick or lonely and crying. And Jesus said, "Come, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and came to me." And then people responded. They said, "Lord, when would we see you hungry, feed you, thirsty, give you drink? When would you see you as a stranger, take you in naked, clothe you? When would we see you sick, prison, come to you?" And the king will say to them, "Surely I say to you, as much as you did it to one of the least of my brethren, you did it to me." Now, doing all these things may seem like a pretty tall order. But doing these things is natural for those who know the love of God. Love God in turn and respond to that love. So you might wonder, how does that happen? Well, orthodoxy has a wealth of tools for helping you in your journey. Broadly speaking, here are some of those tools. You have worship. Partake in the offerings of the church services. You will learn in the liturgy about these things. You will learn in the church. You will learn the love of God. They just a natural thing, but you need to be here to hear. Prayer. Prayers of the saints fill volumes. There are so many of them. I don't even know if count them, but I've seen some of the books and they're pretty hefty. Prayer brings you closer to God. It aligns you with Him. Another is fasting. This is the control of your mind and body and following the discipline of the church. Fasting makes prayer easier and more effective. Almsgiving making a tenth of what you have available to God's work. And this is your time, talent, and your treasure, not just your treasure. Gives you an opportunity to see God manifest your small energies and efforts into larger ones. Lastly, study. Be a part of parish-sponsored opportunities to learn. Fellowship hour, Bible study, and we are going to have movie nights, so I'll say movie night. So these are all things that you can participate in that are outside the normal hours of movie services. They will help you know why you believe. They will supplement your natural faith. Do these things in the knowledge of the love of God the Father. With that knowledge, your love in God will grow and naturally overflow into acts like feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, visiting those who are sick in prison. So all these things are just natural outgrowths of your own love. God loves you, you love in return. That love overflows you, and you love others, and you do things for them. And this is the things. So I would say at the end of that, because we're all going to fall short here, may the Lord have mercy on us all.